Hey, fellow travelers, it's Ron from RJT Travels here, and today we're doing a very quick video just explaining the basics between basic economy and economy tickets on United Airlines. So stick with us. So, basic economy versus economy tickets. It's actually very similar. It's just a few small differences between the two, and sometimes it really is worth it for basic economy, and sometimes it's not. It's more or less up to you and your individual circumstance. With a basic economy ticket, you lose a few of the perks that you get with an economy ticket. First off, there is no carry-on. So on a basic economy ticket, you do get a personal item, but you do not get a carry-on for that flight, unless it's a transatlantic or trans-Pacific flight. If you are going overseas, they still give you a free carry-on for those, but if you are flying domestically, you do not get a carry-on. You're also in the last boarding group, which is the main reason why you don't get a carry-on. There are 5 boarding groups with United, and boarding group 5 is going to be your basic economy tickets. Last ones to get on the plane, there's going to be no room in the overhead bins, so it doesn't end up working out there. Next is no seat selection. On a United basic economy ticket, you don't get to pick your seat. And this is one of those that can tip either way. If you're flying by yourself or flying with a significant other and you guys don't care if you sit next to each other, basic economy tickets can work. But if you're flying with a family and you have kids with you and you want to make sure the family sits together on the flight, then a basic economy ticket's not going to work for you. Sometimes, and I will preface this with sometimes, in a basic economy, you can ask them in the front if they can swap some seats around or if there's a way to switch, but it really does become a hassle. Most of the time doesn't work out, so don't bank on that. So there is no seat selection when it comes to a basic economy ticket. The other major thing here is there's no refunds. An economy ticket does come with the ability to change your flight, get a credit for a different flight if you need to make changes or cancel. Basic economy tickets don't come with that. So if you cancel that flight, you're just out the flight money. Unless you're getting a traveler's insurance or something else, but at that point, you're spending money in the insurance, just buy the economy ticket. So in a basic economy ticket, there is no refunds. And I want to stress that because while it is a cheaper ticket, you cancel your flight, you're out that money anyways, and it didn't do anybody any good. So no refunds. Lastly, on a basic economy flight, if you're worried about your Mileage Plus program, if you're somebody who does track the miles, does fly enough that they're trying to get into the next tier, a basic economy ticket can put a damper on that. You do qualify for the PQP, the Premier Qualifying Points, but you do not qualify for the PQF, which is the Premier Qualifying Flights. So in your Mileage Plus, you need X amount of points and an X amount of flights to count to get you to the next tier status. I think the first status is like 4 qualifying flights. The basic economy ticket doesn't count on those 4 flights. So you could fly 50 flights over the year, and basic economy tickets have enough points to get you to the next 2 tiers, but because they're basic economy, they don't count, and you're still on that first tier. So if you are tracking it, it may be more worth it for you to fly the economy ticket and get the PQF, not just fly the basic and only get the PQP. Basic economy tickets can be very useful. Like I said, depending on your individual circumstance, there's nothing wrong with it. It's the same seats as an economy seat. There's no difference in leg room or space or anything like that. It's more the perks that you get with it. What I tend to equate a basic economy ticket is more like a Frontier flight, where you literally just get your seat. You don't get to pick where, you don't get to pick what you bring with it, you don't get any of the frills. It's literally a seat on the plane. So it can be very useful. The other thing to mention where it becomes useful too, if you are a frequent United flyer and you have a United credit card that comes with a free checked bag, I think like 3 out of their 4 cards come with it. The silver card doesn't, but the rest of them do. If you have one of the United credit cards that comes with a free checked bag, that still works on a basic economy ticket. So if you're only flying, say, New York to California, you're going to be staying 2 or 3 days, so a checked bag is plenty of luggage for you. You can get the free checked bag with the card and then bring your personal item on the plane with you and fly the basic economy ticket. So, again, depending on circumstance. I personally fly basic economy all the time. For me, I have that United credit card. I get the free checked bag, so I don't worry about it most of the time. And if the basic economy is $200 cheaper than the economy, I'm going to save the $200 and fly the basic economy. So it's not so much is this a better seat than a not, it's more or less your circumstance. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope it kind of explained the basics. Like I said, there's really not a lot of differences between the two. It's always about circumstance with this. When I get clients that ask me, oh, should I spend the extra money and fly economy versus basic economy, it just comes down to what are you doing, who are you flying with, where are you going, things like that. Economy tickets can very much be worth it more than the basic economy, but depending on circumstance, a basic economy could be well more worth it than an economy. You're not in any worse seat. You're not in any worse. I mean, you're the back of the plane, but in an economy seat, you're pretty much the back of the plane anyway. So there's not much difference when it comes to where you're sitting. It's just a matter of bringing that carry-on or not, having the refund flexibility, and picking where you sit. So if you're going with a group, that may be valuable. If you're going by yourself, it may not be. But basic economy tickets really have not that much different than an economy ticket. And if it can save you some money and give you some more spending money on your trip wherever you're at, then you're probably better off doing that. But I hope this was helpful. If you guys have any questions, you can always reach out. RJT Travels. We now have sweatshirts. But RJT Travels is always here to help. You can go to rjttravels.com, fill out a form on there, or you can always reach out to us on any of our social media channels. We're always here to help. Just reach out and we'll get you set up for your next vacation. But until then, happy travels, and we'll see you next time.